a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Patriots nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. Wilson. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Patriots' 31-yard line.
Mike 51. Here we go, G. Get off the field. Mike 51.
Now it's Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete. His intended receiver, the tight end, Caleb Wilson. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it right side to White. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. 17-0 our score after 1.
The score is Seahawks 17, Patriots nothing.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Get in the weight room. Watch 36. 36. 36.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Wilson on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run for it with Penny. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Kaepernick. This is White on the screen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Pass complete.
18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
18 on the play. First down.
Again, it's Kaepernick. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
23 yards, the final tally.
Good catch there by DK Metcalf, and when he came into the league, we were all impressed by his physical attributes. Looked like he was chiseled out of stone. This guy's body is one that we all really wanted to have.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Russell Wilson.
Brandon Copeland able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
At the 31-yard line.
Check, 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 check.
Check 15, check 15.
Run left, run left. Reload, reload.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Take over first and
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Kaepernick going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And his throw is going to be incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Kaepernick to throw again. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
brings up 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here we go with Michel. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Option play, and Kaepernick's going to run with it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
1st down, New England.
Kaepernick now to throw. Dancing to his left. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Kaepernick, flush to his right. Yep, Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20,
You thought you had it, didn't you?
10,
You thought you had
and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Demir Bird returning it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Monday. 54. Mike 54.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Kaepernick. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. He's going to try and go deep again. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now the 2nd-year punter, Jake Bailey, on for New England. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
I got it. Look for signals. Check 13. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Hey, keep it up.
Here's Wilson. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Reload. Get him. Switch.
To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Good job right there. Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Right there.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd down.
Third down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike, 54.
Well left. Tempo. Hey.
Throwing again here, Wilson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for Caleb Wilson. Incomplete.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check Mike. Double time.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Complete to Sony Michel. Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Tackles. Watch 30.
Running out of the gun with White. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Dunbar on the tackle.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
9 yards.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
30-yard line.
Here's Kaepernick. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, D. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
3rd down.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, check. Check 52. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Block that.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Penny. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
It's now 3rd and 13.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Zebra. Whip. Watch the whip. 12. Hey, 0.
Now Wilson. He's got Lockett. Tyler Lockett past the 20. 10, 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 83 yards. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Bird now ready to return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there.
The 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Here's White. And he stopped immediately there.
James White.
Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He's got the hook up to Lee.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. March 54. March 54.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And a Patriot first down.
Newton throwing again. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damiere Byrd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Seahawks 38, Patriots 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
24 yards the gain there, another 1st down as well.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he finds Penny. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
At the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counter.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Again, he finds an opening. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he is unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight from the right hash, and this one just to chip it. Myers' kick is good. They're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
And here is motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Following the penalty, Michel. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Tonight's final score.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep one.
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah.